Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and quick review of the Mpow Seals. These are a pair of Bluetooth 4.0 earbuds that are also IPX4 certified, which means that they are waterproof as well as splash-proof. So they are great for athletes, perhaps for people who jog or run, and they need something slightly more rugged to carry around with them. With that being said, the Mpow Seals, I don't think these are my favorite pair of Bluetooth earbuds, just kind of because the construction quality is quite plasticky. Despite having a relatively large head for the actual earbuds themselves, it's a bit hollow, and overall it has an interesting shape which is unique, but doesn't offer the most comfortable fit inside of your ears. After you wear this for about, I would say, 2 hours, they get a little bit stiff and uncomfortable. Also, it's kind of interesting that the company opted for a regular wire as opposed to a flat ribbon wire just to prevent more tangling. So this does have a bit more of a tangling issue, but at least Mpow did include some of these interesting tips which allows you to hook up the wires when not using them. Kind of an interesting twist. There is an inline remote on here as well, which allows you to adjust the volume as well as play, pause your music, or answer, reject a call, and this works with any iOS, Android, or Windows phone that we tested it on. What is unique about the Mpow Seals, though, is it has CVC 6.0, or a active noise canceling component to it, which means that if you're listening to music in a marketplace or maybe near an airport, it does tend to work better than just standard Bluetooth earbuds that we've encountered in the past. However, a common issue with CVC noise canceling on here as well as on other earbuds is it does produce a bit more of a hissing sound as well as distortion, so you'll definitely notice a bit of static in the background when you're listening to music. Not the most clean nor the most crisp audio sounding experience. Now these sell on Amazon for around $31, which is a fair price to pay, but it also isn't the cheapest we've seen from a waterproof pair of Bluetooth earbuds. But overall the design, I would say, is unique and it's relatively sleek and attractive. Taking a closer look at the logistics, in the box you have access to a micro USB cable for charging syncing, which ironically enough does use flat ribbon wire, despite the fact that this wire on the headphones are not flat, and there's also silicone tips to get a more custom and comfortable fit. There's also a user guide that's relatively well documented and shows you the various features. Fully charging the unit takes about 2 hours to complete, and battery life is rated at around 6 hours, which is also quite average. We like how there are chrome accents on the sides and the fact that they don't attract too much fingerprints either. Taking a closer look at the actual inline remote, the keys themselves are a little bit small for our taste, but they are made out of rubber, so they're pretty tactile and responsive. And there is also an LED indicator that will flash and glow red and blue when you are in the pairing mode, which is quite easy to set up. It only takes about a few seconds to complete, and the range is set at around 33 meters or so. A thing to note here is that the Seals do not have NFC. They also aren't magnetic, so they don't automatically close together, so it's a pretty standard design as far as everything else is concerned. When it comes to audio quality, they're good, but again, there is that distortion, a bit of static in the background. They can get pretty loud. They don't have too much bass, but at this price point, they are acceptable, I would say. And overall, as far as using them for exercising, they more than fit the bill. But if you're really listening hard to them, perhaps in a quiet studio environment, you will notice some flaws compared to other models, even in the same price bracket, I'd say. So at the end of the day, the Mpow Seals, they aren't my favorite pair of Bluetooth earbuds, and I can't recommend it wholeheartedly just because everything about it, I would say, is kind of average. It is waterproof, which is nice, but other than that, it doesn't have too much going for it, and the sound quality at the end of the day as well as the comfort are both areas that I would like to see slightly improved in the next generation model. To learn more information about these earbuds, be sure to check out our full written review, which includes a bit more testing and performance data. But this has been our video. Thanks for watching your OS Reviews.